there, welcome. This is Dr. Denise Dart. Today we're going to be taking a deeper dive into the mind of the emotional abuser. I get so many questions from you about just questioning, why does he or she do this? Why do they not know how much they're hurting me? And it's really important for you to understand this person doesn't think like you do. They don't see the world in the way that you do. So as you process somebody else's behavior, it's through your filter. And likely, if you have been the target of an emotional abuser, it's because you are kind and caring and empathetic, that you approach relationships from a desire to be mutual, to share understanding. However, that puts you at a very precarious place if you are with an emotional abuser. They will take every opportunity to use what they see as a weakness, actually a strength with anybody else, to get into and under your skin. So the tactics that are used by an emotional abuser, things like gaslighting, which is nothing more than twisting someone's reality, telling them that what they know, what they remember, what they experienced didn't happen, isn't real, isn't true, deflecting, projecting, discarding, smearing you behind your back. There are so many things, demeaning. These are not things that you would in a second consider doing to anyone, let alone to someone you love. When someone is emotionally abusive, their only goal is to power over you. And they do this even from the very beginning, love bombing, which just probably, I don't know about for you, but for most of us felt wonderful in the beginning. You felt special and loved and adored and taken care of. The truth of the matter is that this was bait, nothing more than bait. The 12 dozen roses at that time I didn't see as bait, but it was. And so there are so many things just when you look in hindsight and you can see it was to get you into a place where you would let your guard down with this person, where you would trust them perhaps too quickly. So when you try to understand the perspective and the behavior of an emotional abuser, you are projecting your kindness and goodness onto that person and questioning from that perspective. As long as you do that, it's not going to make any sense. And you're going to give them chance after chance after chance as they draw you in to a deeper, darker, and more vulnerable place. So when you're dealing with an emotional abuser, whether it be a male or a female, in any type of relationship, I want you to keep in mind that they are driven by one goal and only one goal: to get what they want, when they want it, how they want it. It doesn't matter about anybody else or if somebody is hurt in the process of that. So to get to a place where when you're hearing, I love you, I'm so sorry, I don't know what I was thinking, I will never do that again. When you are with an emotional abuser, it's more bait, it's more manipulation. Kind people, caring people might screw up every now and then, but they don't approach relationships in that way. So in order to understand what's going on inside the mind of the emotional abuser, you have to come from that place. Forget the words. The words are nothing more than a smokescreen. They're a way to manipulate you and the rest of the world to get what they want when they want it. And really, most emotional abusers will stop at nothing to get their needs met. So as you begin to hear yourself more and more ask that question of why, try to step back. Why will take you in a cycle, and the abuser will contribute to keeping you in that dizzying place over and over. So rather than asking why, think, this is. Doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if he or she intends to hurt you. It doesn't matter how many times they promise you or apologize. What matters is their behavior. So I want you to remember that an apology without a behavior change is nothing more than manipulation. And sometimes abusers won't say they're sorry. Other times they're all too willing to say they're sorry and then to use that as an opening to draw you deeper back in. So I'm going to be doing a series of videos, and we're going to continue to take that deep dive into the mind of the emotional abuser. And what my goal in this for you in presenting this information is to help you to get the clarity about what's happening so that you can separate the emotion from the wisdom and knowledge of what is happening to you and begin to take steps to get to a more secure, grounded, independent place where you can figure out how to best take care of yourself. Because sadly, I can promise you, if a person is emotionally abusive to you, they do not have your best interests at heart, no matter how many times they tell you that they love you or that they're sorry or that they'll change. So again, my name is Dr. Denise Dart, and I am here to help. So I hear from a lot of you. I hear questions, I hear feedback, and most of all, I hear how helpful these videos have been. And I believe that that is because I've experienced this many, many years ago. So although I may have the professional knowledge, I think what really helped me to be able to connect with you from heart to heart and to give that understanding that I know you desperately need, and it's so hard to get, is that I really have been there and I'm here to help. So go out, do something nice for yourself today, and make it a great day.